we'll be seeing, I'll be teaching you social science. So today we are going to study out history. So can anybody tell me history? How can you define history? Students,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
anybody tell me what is history? How can we define history?
Study of past.
Study of past and past culture of a country.
Yes.
Study of past books
Yes.
and historical
Anybody else?
places.
Correct. Yes.
Study of
Sir,
revolutions.
study of historical place and
The written note of past activity.
Okay. So let's. I'll tell you. History is the study of documentation of past or branch of knowledge that records and explain past events. Is that clear? Or should I tell in other language? Can I? Should I speak in Marathi?
Sir, it is fine. Yes, sir.
yes,
sir.
Sir, prefer Hindi or English, sir, because there are a few students who are not able to understand Hindi. Oh, sorry, Marathi.
Okay. Okay, sir. No issues, sir.
Prefer Hindi or English.
So we study history. Okay, sir. No problem, sir. We study history. How many parts, students? How many parts of history are there? How it's been no one. It's been studied in three parts: ancient history, medieval history, and modern history. So we are going to study today modern history, and related that we have questions, MCQs. It includes major revolutions, French Revolution, and industrial revolutions. Okay. You know, anybody have idea regarding French Revolution? Hello,
sir, somewhat.
French Revolution.
Sir, it was
period of
started in
radical political and
1799.
social. Dear, you are nearly about
1789, sir.
1799.
Sorry, 89.
Yes, correct. 1789, it has been started and end up in 1799 during this period. This was a radical political and social change in France that began with the Estates General of 1789 and ended with the formation of French consulate in November 1799. Okay. So we are going to see questions regarding that. First one is, you can see the screen first.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What did the 18th century world witness? The options: progress, revolutions, war, peace.
Progress.
What?
Revolutions.
Anyone else?
What?
Revolution.
Yes, option B, it's revolution. It's correct. Revolution is there. 18th century. I just told you that French Revolution, industrialization, revolution, modern history we are seeing. How many colonies did England establish in America?
13.
Yes.
13. Option C.
Okay, correct. Who were the original inhabitants of America? A, American, Indian, Red Indian, West Indians.
Red Indian. Red Indian.
American.
Anyone else?
American.
I heard what
Yes, correct. It's A, American. Inhabitants of American. Their original Rahavasi. It means Rahavasi means they are originated from America. It's American. How many states does USA comprise today? Options are
75.
25, B50, 75, or D55.
C75.
Sir,
C75.
hard.
50.
C75.
C70. So 50.
It's B50. Who was next one? We'll say option is B, 50. Next one we'll see who was the British commander surrendered on 19th October 1781. Options are Lord Cornwallis A, B, Christopher Columbus, C, John Cabot, D, American Vespucci. You ever heard about
C.
them?
John Cabot.
Cabot, Christopher Columbus. Who was Christopher Columbus? Okay, no one.
Sir, he discovered America.
Yes, but he was, though he may be a, would he will be a commander? He was be a commander.
No, sir.
So, as option is A, Lord Cornwallis. Where, next one we'll see. Where was the British Army's headquarters in America? Option A, Boston, Philadelphia, C, New York, D, Washington.
Washington.
Where was
Washington.
where was Army
Washington.
headquarters in America at that time?
Washington.
At that time, not present time as well.
Washington.
So Boston.
Anyone else?
B option. Philadelphia.
Yes, correct. 7. It's B, Philadelphia. Headquarters of America at that time. So where was the Continental Congress convened on 5th September 1774? A, Washington, Philadelphia, New York, Boston. Yes, correct. Next one. When did the British Parliament pass Tea Act? Option A, 1767. Option B,
Option C.
1765.
Sir, option C.
1773.
1773.
77.
Okay, I think you have quite tolerance history. You have studied it. Good, good. Correct, you are. It's 1773. Who was the architect of the draft of American Declaration of Independence? Options are George Washington, America Vespucci, Thomas Jefferson, or Christopher Columbus. Who was the architect of
Jefferson.
draft of the American Declaration of Independence?
George Washington.
Thomas Jefferson.
What?
Thomas Jefferson.
Yes, correct.
Option
It's
C.
C, Thomas Jefferson. Why did England face financial problem? Due to proxy war, due to 7 years of war, due to political war, or due to social reform? Due to proxy war, due to 7 years of war, due to political war, or social reform?
Sir, due
Why
to
did England face
political war.
financial?
So option C.
No.
Political war. Due to political war.
Anyone else?
So option C.
Option
Due
D.
to political war.
It's due to 7 years of war between England and France. Clear now? Due to 7 years of war, it made financially weaker England. So England faced financial problem. It's a long time period. You need many weapons, many armed things, military expenses are more in these things. So, and that too in 7 years, it will consume many money, financial things. So England faced financial problems due to 7 years of war. Next one, which Congress was convened to control the administration? A central, B continental, C administrative, D isolating.
Administrative. Option C.
Oh, it's continental. Why did it's B continental? We'll go for next one. Why did 7 years war break out between England and France? Why did 7 years
So
war break
the
out between
political reason.
England and France?
The political reason.
And options are the restriction on movement,
The
opposing
political
of Red
reason.
Indian, the possession of certain areas, and political reason. How
So the
you think that
political
it's
reason.
political reasons? It means
The possession of certain areas.
it's possession of certain areas. Option C, possession of certain areas. They they need to acquire places, not due to political reasons. They were supposed to acquire places, areas, region, extending the region. Therefore, its answer is possession of certain areas. Can everyone see this file which I have shared? Students?
Yes.
Yes, sir, clear.
Can you see? It's,
Yes,
is
sir.
that visible clearly?
Yes, sir.
Sir, screen is visible, sir. Hello. 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 Sir, screen was visible, sir.
Okay. So I was removed automatically.
Okay, automatically. Okay.
When was now you're able to see everyone? Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Where
Yes,
we
sir. थोड़ा सा English करो.
question when was the Sugar Act passed? 1764, 1773,
Sir, screen is not
1756,
visible. Sir,
1763.
definitely, sir.
64.
So 1757. 6.
Sir.
Option C.
Option A.
17.
Option A.
Yes, option A. It's correct. 1764. Next one. When was the Stamp Act?
So screen is not visible.
Wait a minute. Now it's visible. We were on 14th question. When was Stamp Act passed? 1762, 1765, 1763,
1765.
1766.
Option B. 1765.
Yes, correct. It's 1765. Next one. Why was the 1767 Act passed by British Parliament? Why was the 1767 Act passed by the British Parliament for the stamp duty on newspaper document, etc. B, for acquiring a monopoly
Sir,
of
questions
tea
are not
in
visible.
America. C, imposing import duties on number of articles. D, imposing a tariff duty on sugar.
Sir, questions are visible. Dear students, please hear a thing. You can view the means you can view that PDF through by zooming. You have to zoom just. Sir, screen was visible. The size of this page is little or small. Students can zoom it. Student, please do zooming it. Then you can able to see the proper question.
Now it's visible clearly, sir.
Yes, sir.
Where was we?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Why was the 1767 Act passed by the British Parliament? Anybody? For the stamp duty on newspaper, legal documents, for acquiring a monopoly of tea trade with America, imposing import duties on number of articles, imposing a tariff duty on sugar. Okay, it's C, imposing import number of articles. Everyone are awakened? Students,
Yes, sir.
Yes. सर 14 नंबर का क्या है?
when was Stamped Act passed? Answer is B, 1765. Have you clear that? It's B,
क्या, sir?
1765. Okay.
Okay, sir.
1765 B. Why did European countries came to America? 16th one. For traveling. B, for money. C, colonizing. For colonizing. Why did European countries came?
Sir, your voice is breaking.
Sir, voice is lagging, sir.
Okay. Wait a minute. Why did European countries came to India? Traveling, money, colonizing, ruler. It's colonizing. B, colonizing, Vasahatvad. We say to live here and spread their. Next one, 21. What does Boston Tea Party means? Buying tea chests from Boston, dumping all the chests of tea into the sea, together a tea party into the Boston church to protest the Americans. What does that mean? To buy tea from from Boston, or was a tea party? It's be dumping of all the chest of tea into the sea. Who declared no taxation without representation? 18th one. Who declared no taxation without representation? A, America. B, Africa. C, South Africa. D, India. It's America. 19th one will see what is French Revolution considered as? A. Epoch. B. Great freedom. C. Republicanism. D. Constitutionalism. What is French Revolution considered? Epoch, a great freedom, republicanism, a constitutionalism.
A great freedom.
A great
A
freedom.
great freedom.
It's C. Republicanism. Okay, is that clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
What we'll move to the next one. What principle did French Revolution give to the world? Imperialism, feudalism, dictatorship, sovereignty. What principle did the French Revolution give to the world? Imperialism,
Option D.
feudalism, dictatorship, hukumshahi,
Option.
or B,
Imperialism.
sovereignty, sarvabhaumatva. What?
So option B.
No, it's sovereignty, sarvabhaumatva. No other countries would have tried to rule on us. It means sovereignty. We are a sovereign country. Is it? Isn't it? Next one, whose period was called the region of terror? A. Necker, B. Montesquieu, C. Robespierre, D. Louis XVI, who was known as or who was called as reign of terror at that time in French Revolution. A. Necker, B. Montesquieu, C. Robespierre, D. Louis XVI. Anybody?
So option C.
Yes, correct. Option C. It's option C, Robespierre. We'll see next one. What was the first violent incident in the course of the French Revolution? What was the first violent incident? Hinsa. Violent means hinsa. Are you clear? Incident in the course of French Revolution.
सर 20 का आंसर क्या है
20. It's sovereignty. D. Sovereignty. It's D. Sovereignty. Where were we? 22nd. What was Am I audible or clear? Can you hear me? Hello.
सर वॉइस आप अगर थोड़ा सा नेटवर्क बढ़ा लोगे मतलब डिवाइस का वाईफाई यूज करके देखिए सर
The fall of Bastille. We'll go to next one, 23rd. How many classes were there in the French society before the revolution? How many classes were there in the French society before the revolution? Yes, Omkar, you are correct. It's 3 classes. D option, it's option D, 3. There were 3 classes in French society during the French Revolution, during the period of revolution. The option is D, 3 classes. Okay, we'll move to the next one. 24th one, who was the person without him the French Revolution would not have taken place? who was a person without whom the French Revolution would have taken place? Sir, with French Kranti नहीं होती. A. Montesquieu, B. Voltaire, C. Napoleon, D. Rousseau. Montesquieu, Voltaire, Napoleon, D. Rousseau. It's D. Rousseau. Please be noted. Rousseau is also known as father of French Revolution. Without him, the French Revolution wouldn't have taken place. Next one. What was Montesquieu by the profession? He was an idealist during that period in French Revolution. Montesquieu. His options are A. Doctor, B. Teacher, C. Lawyer, D. Farmer. 25th. His option is C. Lawyer. He was a
Lawyer.
lawyer by profession. Montesquieu was an idealist and socialist during French Revolution. He was a lawyer by profession. 26, next one. Who were included in the third estate? Priest, ancillage, B. Common people, C. Nobles, D. Landlords.
Sir, option A.
No, it's third state. In third state, there were three states, and I have asked three states. Third
Landlords.
estate, third one. No,
B.
it's B. It's correct. B. Common people. Next one. When did the modern world history begin? When did the world's modern history begins? 27th one. Options are A. 1774, B. 1789, C. 1792, D. 1794. We have seen in the beginning, first in introduction. Someone has told. French Revolution.
1789.
Yes, correct. Absolutely correct. 1789. Okay, next one. How many times did the French trade increase before revolution? A, options are A 5, B 50, C 500, D 200.
200.
No.
A5.
No. It's C 500 times. Increase in trade before revolution. Next one. What was the tax connected with the church?
Land tax.
A, salt tax, B, tea tax, C, income tax, D, land tax. No, it's B, teeth tax.
सर मतलब क्या होता है उसका?
A tax related मतलब सामाजिक धार्मिक का जो रिलेटेड सोशल थिंग्स होते हैं उससे जो टैक्स जाता है गवर्नमेंट चर्च जो होती है ना. हेलो.
यस सर.
The tax which is collected from the social things or social reforms, धार्मिक रिलीजियस जो चीजें होती है उससे टैक्स जो कलेक्टेड होता था उसे तीर्थ टैक्स कहते थे. Such
Okay,
as
sir.
church. Next one, D. Next one, 30. From what region did monarch Louis 14 belong? From what
Bourbon
region did
dynasty.
monarch